Charles de Souza Gavin, born July 9, 1960, is a drummer and musical producer, whose fame comes mainly from his drums works at Brazilian rock band Titãs. Biography. At age 8, his friends invited him to participate on the September 7, Brazil's Independence Day, festival. The problem was the absence of decent percussion instruments. So, the school decided to improvise these with kitchen utensils. But there was still an instrument remaining, which would be quite difficult for a not-so-skillful drummer to play. Gavin, who was already used to beat the table at school, was chosen for the job. The band, commanded by Gavin, won the Originality Prize in 1975, at the year of 15. Living in Jabaquara, Gavin joined 10 neighbors, and during the weeks that preceded the carnival, they promoted noisy beats around the streets. However, his ears were focused on the discs of Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Once the drumming life was chosen, he built himself his first own drum kit, using pieces of his father's Opala, his sofa, and 2 ashtrays. In 1979, when he was 19, Gavin convinced his father to buy his first true drum kit, a white Penguin. The condition to keep the instrument was not to quit the university, though. In 1982, Gavin entered administration in the Pontifical Catholic University of São Paulo, while working at Panasonic, operating huge computers. During his studies at PUC, he entered the band Zero Hora, and later the band's Santa Gang, Zona Franca and Os Jetsons, the latter together with Branco Melo and Ciro Pessoa, members of Titãs, the band in which he would enter in 1985. Also with Ciro, he performed with Cabine C, but with Ira, he made more shows, and caught Titãs' attention. In December 1984, when he had already switched Ira for RPM, he made it to release a 2-track single with the group but left before the release of their first album. He was called to perform with Titãs. Coincidentally, Andre Young, who left Titãs, would replace Gavin's place at Ira. Gavin left his triple life and dedicated himself only to music. In 1985, he made his debut with the band and entered in the studio to record their second album, Televisão. One of his main activities is to collect rare LPs. Gavin transformed this hobby in a second activity, Titãs being the first one. He re-released discs from artists like Tom Zeddy Acute, Lady Zoo and Novos Baianos, beyond organizing compilations for labels. Since the end of the 1980s, he has been also producing. His first production work was the album Vitimas de Sistema, from the Brazilian band Distrito Federal, in 1988. In 2007, he released his first book, called 300 Discos Importantes da Música Brasileira, 300 Important Albums of the Brazilian Music. Married to the dancer Mariana Roquette Pinto, who was once kidnapped in Rio de Janeiro and, after 4 days, rescued by the local police. In a period both were still only dating each other. Gavin had 2 daughters with her, Dora, born in 2003, and Sophia, born in September 2005. Discography. With Titãs. With Ira, 1984. With RPM, 1984. As a producer, Vitimas de Milagre, 1987. Distrito Federal, Vange, 1991. Vange Leonel, Moleque de Rua, 1993. Moleque de Rua, Sambaresque Manois, 1995. Mundo Livre S.A. Ronaldo e os Impedidos, 1996. Ronaldo e os Impedidos. Heart and Soul, 1996. Blues Solon Fishbone y Los Cobras. Guest appearances as a drummer. Som Livre Master Series. Record label Som Livre commissioned Gavin to select 25 rare albums for inclusion in their Som Livre Masters series of CD reissues. The albums: Sambas, Don Jr., Walter Wanderley, Milton Banana, Bossa Nova, Nova Bossa, Manfredo Fest, Bossa Jazz Trio, Sansa Trio, Os Brazos, M. Som Maya, Sambrasa Trio, Sambossa 5, Quarteto Bossamba, Walter Wanderley, Reencontro com Sambalanço Trio, Som 3 Cesar Camargo Mariano, Os Sambistas, Paulinho da Viola, Decisão, Zimbo Trio, Brazilian Octopus, Hermeto Pascoal, Com dizia o Poeta, Vinicius de Moraes, Marilia Medula, Toquinho, Edixo o Relodio Anda, Osmar Melito, Racine de Valenca, Molhado de Suor, Alche Valenca, Vila Sésamo, Vamos pro Mundo, Novos Baianos, Gerson Conradis a Mota, Sitio de Picaparu Amarelo, Tim Maia, Vontade de Revivoci, Marcos Val, Nave Maria, Tom Z. Acute, Linguas de Fogo, Sidney Miller. Titãs official website. Charles Gavin at the Internet Movie Database. Gavin's page at Titãs official website. Portuguese.